My name is Vincent Creel, Public Affairs Manager for the City of Biloxi, here with today's report. For Friday, March 26, 2021, we'll have your weekend preview and forecast. We'll get a ring from the Biloxi Police Department. We'll have the COVID-19 and vaccination reports, and we were able to capture a few moments of zen at the beach between the showers this week. But we begin this week again with traffic. Shriners Boulevard is scheduled to close north of Woolmarket Road 6 days from now on April 1st as a major drainage project makes its way across Shriners Boulevard. The roadway, which is at the I-110 Woolmarket exit, carries 11,000 vehicles on an average day. The closure that begins on April 1st is scheduled for 2 months, but city engineers hope the work can be completed ahead of schedule, weather permitting. In fact, this week, between the rain days, contractors are working to construct the bypass road that will be used for local traffic and local businesses. Trucks will still have to use the full detour, making their way around Old Highway 67. Please be patient, please drive carefully. And now this.
Okay, joining me now is Captain Brian Dykes with the Biloxi Police Department. Thanks for joining me today.
That's no problem at all, City.
So you have a new position in the Biloxi Police Department, but you have been with the police department for a while. Tell us a little bit about yourself, your position, and your new duties.
I've been with the Biloxi Police Department about 18, 19 years now, in various jobs. I've worked in the traffic unit, rode motorcycles, been a patrol officer. Now I'm the Special Events and Public Information Officer for the Biloxi Police Department.
Okay, but how do you like that role? It just started. It's kind of a new position too in the department as well.
It is. It's a position that they just created, and I'm kind of growing into it. It deals a lot more with the public than I'm used to, and it takes me a minute to realize what I need to say and what the message that people need to hear.
Yeah, well that's good. You know, I would say the Biloxi Police Department, though, I have to say y'all are, and Chief Miller is really good at showing how the police department is part of the community, getting involved. And I think this is just maybe another way to kind of help that. But it's also to help the city too whenever we have events. So there's one person to speak to when there are events going on, you know, to kind of help organize, as in the city-wise, to make sure everybody is organized to get on board.
Right.
On what is going on there. So what are the kind of your duties in that part of the job?
Well, for the special events part, what it does is it gives people a single point that they can reach out to as far as the public safety side goes about what the city's going to do when an event occurs, or how to set it up, who they need to talk to, and the people that they need to reach out to in the city, and some of the city's public safety concerns surrounding these large events. And just for instance, we'll say scraping or cruising or spring break or the marathon that happens every December. Those type of events are so large that they impact the entire city, whether it's held in the entire city or not. Just a small portion, because they draw so many people, impacts the entire city. So the police have to come up with a comprehensive plan that does service to the community that we serve. And by reaching out to a single point, we can work out details that are going to work best for everybody.
True, and it keeps traffic moving and keep people and safety personnel where they need to go during events. Like people are talking about spring break that may be coming. I know you're monitoring that, and you're probably going to have more. You'll have more information to tell us a little bit more about that in the future. But right now, y'all are just monitoring and see what's going on. I know this weekend there is an event at the Point Cadet Plaza, and also the Fort Bayou Bridge in Ocean Springs is closed, so they're detouring traffic to I-110. So that's something you're going to have to look at this weekend.
All of those things go into the planning process on us figuring out what it is we're going to do. You know, we have a plan. We have the same plan for all events. We just have different milestones within those plans, and we'll have more on which milestones will be hit, which will direct us or force us to take different actions.
Yeah. Sounds good. Well, also there's another thing that you just started, or that you just became part of, the Ring program. The city of Biloxi
That's right.
is part of that. So tell us a little bit about how the city is involved and how the citizens can be involved.
Well, everybody's familiar by now with the Ring doorbells. A lot of people have gotten them. That business has skyrocketed. They have a platform available for people that have Ring doorbells called the neighborhood program. And that neighborhood platform allows people within defined geographical areas, within neighborhoods, to send posts to their neighbors of suspicious activity. Somebody, porch pirating packages, or somebody driving continuously through the neighborhood that doesn't belong there. There's always been a way for the neighbors to share that. Ring saw that and decided that they would create a public safety side of that same platform, which allows the police department to join the community and receive those messages from people. Say there's been a car that's broken into and your doorbell caught it and you saw it on your phone, you can send that directly to the police, still call 911, but you can send that directly to the police and the full description of that person will have that. That's just a tool that we can use to quicker help the neighborhoods that we service. Now, we can't see anybody's videos and we can't get access to your doorbell. All of our interaction with the community goes through the Ring platform, and they scrub all of your personal information away from it. So, for instance, if we had a large wreck or a multi-car wreck near a neighborhood, we would send out a push notification saying, hey, everybody that lives in this neighborhood, take an alternate route because there's a big crash. Or if we're looking for a missing person, several weeks ago we were looking for an autistic child that had wandered off. We would be able to define a boundary and say, push this notification out to all the Ring platform people in this neighborhood and let them know that we're looking for this missing child and he may be in danger. So that's a way for us to get those type of messages out so that the community can reach back and help us and we can help them.
So the community doesn't have to sign up for that, it's just part of the Ring program, correct?
Correct. As long as you're part of the Ring program, now you don't even have to have a Ring doorbell to be part of the neighborhood program. They allow people that aren't subscribed to Ring doorbell services to become part of their neighborhood platform. Through
an app or something like that?
There's an app for your mobile phone and you sign up and you would get those push notifications. And it helps us. We had a string of burglaries and every summer, let's face it, cars, we have juveniles that go through cars because they're out of school and whatnot. We have a way to reach out to those neighborhoods and remind them, hey, lock your cars up. Hey, hide your valuables. Take them inside with you. It's just a way for us to put those little reminders out to the community that's being affected that, hey, take these steps and bad things won't happen.
So if you have a Ring doorbell, you just know you might be getting some more information that will help you to stay safe in the community. And if you don't, just go online and download the app, correct?
Correct, yeah.
And then also the city of Biloxi, don't we have another camera program?
We do. We have the Fusus camera program, which allows us to pair with and partner with both neighborhood people and commercial businesses that will allow us to access their commercial cameras and keep an eye on things in those neighborhoods. We're in the process, it's a slow process and it's an expensive process of trying to get a 24-hour live intelligence office that will be able to keep an eye on neighborhoods and see when suspicious activity happens and dispatch an officer from that point. So the businesses that have partnered with us have allowed us access to their camera footage.
So you have businesses and there's people in the community, if they have a private one that they may be able to sign up or register. We have a link online on the city's website if anybody's interested to go online to biloxi.ms.us and they can sign up. If anybody wants to ask you about the Ring or the Fusus program or anything regarding traffic or special events, how are they getting in contact with you?
They can give me a call either through the dispatch office if they have that number or 435-6100, which is the main line to the police department, and just ask for Captain Dykes and they'll make sure the call gets to me. Or you can reach me at bdykes, BDYKES, @biloxi.ms.us.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having
We'll
me.
have you on again soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
The April issue of B News Monthly has been designed, created, and is now being printed. Here's a sneak peek at the front page. The 24-page newsletter will be arriving in homes and businesses in Biloxi in the next few days, ahead of April 1st. And if you don't live in Biloxi, you'll be able to see it on the city's website. Here's the COVID-19 update and vaccinations report.
As of Thursday, March the 25th, the Mississippi State Department of Health reports 317 new cases of the coronavirus statewide, 6 new deaths statewide, and 20 new COVID-19 cases were reported in Harrison County. Overall, more than 303,000 cases of COVID-19 have been reported in Mississippi, with more than 6,900 deaths. The state reports that over 17,200 cases of the virus have been documented in Harrison County since the pandemic began a year ago. Also, there have been 298 deaths reported in Harrison County. Here's the 14-day chart for Harrison County. As for the hospitalizations, the state reports that as of March the 24th, 247 patients with the virus were hospitalized statewide. 24 were in coast hospitals, and 7 of those patients were in intensive care units. The state also says that as of March the 22nd, more than 290,000 are presumed to have recovered from COVID-19. This week we hit a milestone on the virus vaccinations. Over 1 million doses have been administered in the state. Over 400,000 people have been fully vaccinated in the state, and over 66,000 vaccinations have been given in Harrison County. Vaccinations are available for those aged 16 and older. There are some limitations though. Those aged 16 or 17 must call the Mississippi COVID-19 hotline at 877-978-6453 to schedule a COVID-19 vaccination. Vaccinations are continuing to be administered at the Mississippi Gulf Coast Coliseum, some local health providers, and pharmacies. Links to appointments and more information about vaccinations can be found on the city's website at biloxi.ms.us. Individuals may also call the Mississippi COVID-19 hotline at 877-978-6453. Please continue to follow all safety guidelines to reduce the chance of passing COVID-19 to others. Yes, that means continue to wear a face mask. This weekend, temperatures will be mild with a chance of rain each day. Weekend activities in Biloxi include the citywide Easter Scavenger Hunt set for Saturday morning from 9 to noon. The event will be open to ages 5 to 11, and participants will search for Easter eggs filled with candy and prizes such as stuffed animals, Easter baskets, Biloxi Chucker tickets, and the grand prize, a bicycle. Clues will be available at the Biloxi City Hall. For more information, visit the city's website or call the Parks and Recreation Department at 228-388-7170. Also this weekend is the Gulf Coast Oyster Cook-Off at the Point Cadet Plaza. There will be entertainment, vendors, a Corvette show, and more. Visit GulfCoastOysterCookoff.com for details. And don't forget to check out the community calendar in the B News Monthly newsletter. If you don't have a copy, just visit the city's website and click on B News Monthly on the right side of the page. We leave you today with a moment of zen from the beach near the Biloxi Lighthouse on Wednesday between showers.